We are here live and direct in Orlando, Florida with our organizer, Julia Desangles, who is a Raiz organizer that is leading the efforts in voter registration until October 9th. I want to first recognize that we've had a really tough week last week with the SCOTUS nomination, and we want to make sure that folks are taking care of themselves, but also that we're taking action to allow our voices to be heard. And one way that we allow our voices to be heard is by registering to vote and voting on November 6th. So, to get us started, I'm going to introduce Julia Desangles, our Raiz organizer here in Florida.
Awesome. Thank you, Jose. As Jose said, my name is Julia Desangles. I'm the Raiz organizer here. Super honored to be working and collaborating with Organize Florida. We have some folks in the group who are representing, and they have hosted us in their space. So we're super honored to be included in this work, as well as want to give a big shout out to all the volunteers who are here. All the volunteers that have been out here doing this work for weeks and for months. I think it's incredible. Here at Planned Parenthood, we think it's extremely urgent and extremely fundamental to the work to be focusing on voter registration and engaging our Floridians civically, right? Which is why we're starting a campaign around voter registration and voter turnout called Your Rights, Your Vote, Your Future, Tus Derechos, Tu Voto, Tu Futuro. And so we're extremely excited to be out here today. We have plans to be continuing to do this out in the community, registering folks to vote, as well as in our health centers with our patient advocacy program. And yeah, we want to just take a moment to uplift the work that we have all been doing and that Organize Florida has been doing, and so to continue kind of sharing some thoughts around this work, I want to introduce Leia from Organize Florida, who is one of the top volunteers here. Leia, if you could take it away.
Hi, so I'm Leia. I am a canvasser with Organize Florida. I've previously worked on some of the affordable housing issues, and now I'm currently helping out with voter registration. I've got one of my fellow canvassers, Moses, back there. Essentially, Organize Florida, we are a local grassroots organization that works on like racial and social justice issues. We've got all sorts of different programs. Affordable housing is the big one that I work on, but we also have things for, women's reproductive rights, climate justice, disaster resiliency programs, because people here got hit really hard, and communities of color got hit really hard after Maria and the storms here. So our organization is trying to have that build that resiliency within our local communities and help out the people in our local area. Now I'd like to introduce Stephanie. She is the president of the South Florida Regional Planned Parenthood location.
Thanks for your work. Hey, in a week that has been hard to find something to be hopeful for, this is just an amazing group of people that bring hope and power to what we look at as our future. And our future rests in you getting out and getting voting. In Florida, we need to be registered to vote at our current address by October 9th so that we can vote on November 6th, when we need to bring significant change to the state and to this country. And so really excited about being and canvassing today and doing the work to get everyone out to do voter registration. In Florida, 1.5 million Floridians don't vote today because of their felony record, and we need to change that. We need to make sure, because it's important that everyone has the right to bring their voice to their vote and make their vote their voice. So today we're going to walk in our power and our purpose and register every single person we can find to register to vote on November 6th. And to bring a special point to that, let me introduce a remarkable volunteer that I'm proud to walk with and stand with today, Estephanie. Oh, where are you? Come on up here. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Of course. So I'm Stephanie. I'm a Planned Parenthood volunteer as well as patient. I love Planned Parenthood mainly because they see over 2.4 million people of color, young people like myself, a person of color like myself, and people of low income. They provide these services, and those are the people that we need out there voting. We need to let our voice be heard. These are the same groups of people that are trying to, they're basically getting out of that political process, and they try to take us out of that political process, and we're not going to have that. So we need to stand up, all of us together, and get out there. We got to vote and get our voices heard. So let's do it, y'all.
All right, so you've heard from amazing advocates, volunteers, grass tops leaders, and folks in the movement here on the ground in Orlando, Florida. So one last time, I want to thank all of our partners from QLatinx to Organize Florida, and then we also wanted to make sure that we're thanking our Raiz volunteers here on the ground doing this work. Lastly, I want to update everybody on a couple of partnerships that we have, one particularly with Somos Más campaign with Voto Latino. So we want to thank Voto Latino as national partners for helping us do this work and for us partnering on this work as well. And then finally, we do have a new partnership with MTV that's recently been locked down, and we want everybody to go to p.ppfa.org/MTVPPVote. That's p.ppfa.org/MTVPPVote. And that'll take you to a relational tool that'll allow you to see which one of your friends are registered to vote and who is not. And so that will allow you to contact your folks directly and make sure that we get as many people to vote as possible come November 6th. So thanks again, everybody. We look forward to seeing you out in the field, and we look forward to seeing you vote November 6th. Peace.